friends. Good morning. I greet you all in the name of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. The passage which I have taken for today's meditation is Luke chapter 18, verse 1 to 8. Luke chapter 18, verse 1 to 8. In that, we see Jesus telling a parable to his disciples. In that, there was a judge in a town who does not fear any God or a man. And we also see a widow who is seeking justice. What she does is she goes to the judge every day and she bothers him, and the judge actually he delays for many days and he doesn't bother her. Then finally one day the judge said, I cannot see this lady bothering me. And finally he gives way and he gives justice to that lady. And then he says that at least she will not bother me. Till that time that widow was bothering the judge. Please give me some justice. So in the same way, Jesus is telling us today this morning that we also keep praying. And Jesus is reminding us that those who cry and pray, it will not go in vain. In our prayer and praise and prayer group, we have a lot of friends who keep praying every day. And this is a reminder for us this morning that God is telling us that our prayers won't go in vain. And He also tells us this, that we will get justice and quickly. In verse 8, He says that we will get justice and quickly. So, whatever situations or we may be in, whether in workplaces or whether in our family or whether in our friend circle, whatever circumstances, whatever struggles we go through, we may have prayed for many days or many months for some things, but we may be waiting for the answer. But today, God is telling us, reminding us that it will not go in vain. Your prayer will not go in vain. And finally, I will just like to end with a story. Once there was a doctor called Dr. Mark, and he was a cancer specialist, and he was selected for a life achievement award, and he was supposed to go to another town to get his award. Then the day of that award came and he started his journey. He went to the airport, and at the airport, due to heavy snowfall, the planes were cancelled. So, and there was very less time to reach his place. Maybe 5 hours journey by road. But so he took a taxi and then he started his journey. While on the journey, the rain and the snow was very heavy and there was visibility was very less. So he lost his way and he took an detour. So, but he didn't know that that was the way. Then finally, while going, that van, it was so heavy that he has to stop in one place. And then from that road, he could see one small house in far distance with a very dim light burning. Then he had no other option but to stop and take some break. So he stopped his vehicle and then he went to that house. In that house, there was a mother who welcomed him and who made him sit, and she gave him something to drink. Then while he was taking rest, the mother went inside and she was praying. and she was praying, she was crying and praying, and then, but the doctor was just thinking why she's crying and praying, for what she's praying. Then the doctor, he couldn't bear that, seeing that lady crying and praying. So he asked her, for what you're crying and praying? Then that lady said, my son is suffering with a cancer, and I am not affordable to go to any hospital, and they said that there's only one doctor who could treat him, and he is Dr. Mark, and I'm just praying to God that somehow please help me. Then the doctor realized that it's not by any chance that he came to that house, but God has brought him here just because of that lady's prayer. He was an answer to that lady's prayer. And the doctor said, don't worry, I am Dr. Mark, and God has brought me here. Actually, he was supposed to go to another place to get an award, a Lifetime Achievement Award, which many of us think it's very great, and we would not like to miss that. But due to the bad weather or the circumstances, he has to come, and he correctly came to the house. So we also go through many situations like this. We may be an answer to some of the prayers. We may be in some situations or some circumstances where we should not be, or where we would not expect to be. But God is telling us that I have brought you to that place, just an answer to someone's prayer, or to answer to our prayer. So let us keep praying, and let us persistently pray, so that God will hear our prayer and answer our prayer. Thank you.